by way of knockout. He's ranked number 2 by the WBC and hails from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve U.S.S. Cunningham. Ladies and gentlemen, correction is a 10-rounder. Cruiserweights.
All right, here we go, round 1. This is scheduled for 10, the Cruiserweight division. That's the 200-pound division. A couple of pretty good fighters here. Steve Cunningham from Philadelphia in the United States of America, decked out in the black trunks. He's undefeated, 16-0, 9 knockouts. Guillermo Jones, a native of Cologne in Panama, living in Brooklyn, New York, has 31 victories, a couple of losses, 2 draws, 24 knockouts. Last 2 fights, he started very fast. He scored first-round knockouts. So he's got power in both hands, always in great shape. And besides that, Guillermo Jones has been 12 rounds 4 times in his career, and he can throw in 10-rounders as well. He's been 10 rounds 3 times. Turned pro in July of '93. Led off his career with 21 straight wins, 18 by knockout, all in Panama. His losses were a controversial split decision for the WBA junior middleweight title to Laurent Boudouani. That was in Las Vegas. Boudouani, of course, became champion from France. Now, Cunningham is pretty good, too. He's ranked number 2 by the WBC, number 7 in the IBF. He's 9th by the WBA and rated 12th by Ring Magazine and Boxing Record. So he's up there. He's a typical Philadelphia fighter. Likes to roll the shoulders, posture himself, sucker his opponent in, and then throw sneaky right hands and body shots. And look at his body. He's trained by Richie Giacchetti, who had the great Larry Holmes during his career, and trained Mike Tyson for a spell as well. And Giacchetti knows something about training fighters, and Cunningham, this is a step up in class for him. For Guillermo Jones, it's just another night of work at the theater for him. We're in Worcester at the DCU Center. This place used to be called the Centrum. It's called the DCU Center now. Right hand uppercut inside by Jones. Guillermo Jones in the white trunks with the red shoes to the left of your screen. To the right of your screen, Steve Cunningham. This is just round 1 as Cunningham loads up the right hand and counter-loaded up left hook by Guillermo Jones. Jones tries to get the jab in the face of Cunningham. He picks it up. That's typical Philadelphia style. Pick it up, roll, make your guy come in, then come with uppercuts, slam to the body. They're used to those gym wars there. You see him pick his shot. They love that. That's a wide stance, making Jones come to him right now. They love to make your guy come and then counterpunch him, especially with sneaky right hands. A little off balance that time. You get caught inside in the kill zone without throwing, but not that time. You nailed him with the left hook. Jones continues to pressure the fight, but it's Cunningham who's the quarterback of this thing. He's dictating how this goes. We're in the closing seconds of round number 1 in Worcester, Massachusetts, in the United States of America. So the bell ends a pretty good round 1. Eddie Davis with Jones.
Come on, we got this. Come on, take it deeper. I want you to take it to him, but be careful. Don't get careless, because he's looking for them counter punches. Stay in the straight.
Round 2.
This is round 2 at Worcester, Massachusetts. in between rounds, you might have heard Eddie Davis say he wants to counterpunch you, so look out for that. And that's exactly what he wants to do. Eddie's a very seasoned corner man and knows exactly what to look for. He gave Guillermo Jones exactly the right take on how to look out for Steve Cunningham. Cunningham is sneaky, though. He'll get off first sometimes, too, with those right-hand leads. Jones is a little bit taller, a little bit heavier, a little bit older. But he's giving away about 4 inches in reach to Steve Cunningham. At Cunningham, the way he has his shoulders squared up, you'll see, he's not taking advantage of that. Now he turns that shoulder in, and now he can take advantage of it, and he should be able to touch him up. The reason why he has his shoulder back is not because he's making a mistake. He's trying to sucker Guillermo Jones in so he can counter him with the right hand, or perhaps the left hook. That time he comes with the uppercut. This is round 2, scheduled for 10. Colonel Bob Sheridan here. You're watching King Vision. This is round 2. It's Jones in the white trunks, and in the black it's Steve Cunningham. Cunningham, the Philadelphia native. Jones, a native of Cologne, Panama, living now in Brooklyn, New York. It's a step up in class for Steve Cunningham. 16-0 the Philadelphia fighter is. And so far, he's handling the experience of Guillermo Jones very well. Jones is coming off a December win when he won the WBA and WBC Fedel Latin Cruiserweight titles with a first-round knockout over Antonio Barrera. That was down in Panama City. Cunningham is also coming off an October win over Forrest Neal. That was a 4-round TKO in Madison Square Garden, but that was a couple of years ago, so he's been off a little bit, but he's ready to go. Nice stiff jab in the face of Jones. This is just round number 2. Pretty good pace. Neither guy has been able to hurt his opponent as so far. As a double jab with the right hand behind it. That's good stuff. And if that's there, he'll catch up with Jones. Jones can't afford to let him double and triple that jab. He's either got to get out of there or exchange when he sees Cunningham coming forward. Cunningham setting the trap now as he sits on the ropes. Nobody better than setting a trap like this than Hopkins, but you don't want to get nailed. That time he got hit with a pretty good right hand trap. So his counter punching didn't work that time, and his Jones loading up some shots now. So Cunningham set it, clips him with a light left on the inside. Neither one of these guys, who are both pretty good bangers, seem to be able to hurt the other guy with a stiff shot. Closing seconds of the second round now. Remember, Cunningham has 9 knockouts. Jones has 24 and 31 victories, most of those TKO of nature. So the bell ends the second round.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Cunningham was having a pretty good round, and then towards the last minute of the round, watch the way Jones comes on. You watch him catch him with the right hand right there. Bangs him up in a second right hand. And there's more coming. There's more behind that. Watch this. Another right hand. That one spun the head of Steve Cunningham. I still gave the round to Cunningham because I thought he controlled the first 2 minutes. But Jones certainly controlled the last about 40 seconds of the second round. But to me, that wasn't enough to give him the round. But it was a better round for Jones than what he had in the first round. 2 close rounds to score. By the way, the judges are Paul Berry, Leo Gertzel, and Mark Maynard, all from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Our third man in the ring, Mike Ryan, the referee, and a good one. This is round 3. It's scheduled for 10 rounds. We're in Worcester, Massachusetts, in the United States, and we welcome everybody watching on King Vision around the world. Glad that you can be with us. Our principal's in there right now in this scheduled 10-round cruiserweight fight in the white trunks. Guillermo Jones of Cologne in Panama, living in the United States in Brooklyn, New York. The guy in the black trunks, the undefeated Steve Cunningham from Philadelphia. Cunningham shows the movement up on the toes, sliding around to the left. Right hand gets through by Jones. He scored a few of those, as you saw our replay, in between the second and third round, that he caught him flush with about 3 good right hands, but didn't shift Cunningham in any way. Nice stiff jab that time by Jones. One thing I like about Cunningham is he doesn't enter that kill zone without throwing. He doesn't close the gap unless he's throwing. And what he's doing most of the time is trying to set a trap for Guillermo Jones and sucker him in. So he's not waiting because he's lazy. This is the way he fights. And I mentioned a couple of times in the first round, that's typical Philadelphia style fighting. They love to counter punch, roll the shoulders, suck your man in, bring him in, and then counter punch him. But because Guillermo Jones is so well handled by Eddie Davis, he knows how to fight this guy. He is aware that this guy will throw counter right hands. So Eddie has told Jones, you know, watch out for that. You know, if you're going in there, make sure you're throwing. If you close the gap, throw your hands. Don't wait like this. And that's all right. Even though he missed it, he was throwing. But you can't linger in the kill zone either. As now Cunningham decides he wants to mix it up a little bit with about 1 minute 9 seconds to go in the third round of a scheduled 10-round affair. Good body shot that time by Cunningham. Cunningham showing the motion. He slides around to his right. Now he plants, stays around to his left. And right on top of him is Jones. Now Jones caught him with a pretty good left hand. Might have heard Richie Giacchetti across the way yelling at Cunningham, stay tight. What that means is that keep your hands up, keep your shoulders in, keep your body small in front, and then explode. And that's the best way to do it counter-punching wise. You hear Mike Ryan saying no punching. He wants a clean break. And there's that nice touch with the left hand, the right hand behind to take an eye in the cheek. But Jones having his best round of the fight. He's winning the third round, at least on my scorecard. See, that time Cunningham had the right idea. He tried to spin him, but Jones just wouldn't allow him to do it. He had no part of that. You spin a guy, you get him off balance. Inside of 10 seconds to go in the third round at Worcester, Massachusetts. Look at that. Cunningham was jab, jab, there's the bell.
That's the end of the third round, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, on my scorecard, I gave the first 2 rounds as close as they were to this man, Steve Jones, and I gave the last round to Cunningham. Let's listen to Richie Giacchetti.
Está bien. Ciérrate y pégala abajo. Este quiere echar.
Get that motherfucker to the body, man.
Ya. Ciérrate y pégala abajo. Para que tú veas. Y tú me lo, pero vamos a estar en corto de él. Ese es todo.
Seconds out, the approach to the fourth round.